Hello students, today we are going to discuss about chapter 18 databases. What is meant by a database? A database is an organized collection of data. A database program is a software which stores and retrieves data in a structured way, and this includes the data that is stored and the links between the data items. All the databases stores data using a system of files, records and fields. Here in this example, all these are field names. All this teacher's ID, for name, surname, subject, row. All these are called field name. All these are the fields. Okay. Teacher's ID, it is a field. For name is a field. Surname is a field. Subject is a field. And row is also a field. And these rows. Okay. All these rows are called records. And there are two types of database: flat file database and relational database. Flat file database and relational database. Flat file database means it stores data in one table. Flat file database means it stores data in one table. This image is an example for flat file database. Okay. And relational database means it stores data in more than two tables. Okay. More than two tables. And this is an example for relational database. Okay. So next is what is primary key and foreign key. What is primary key and foreign key? Primary key, we have already learned that, and primary key means it is a unique key and it is used to ensure data in the specific column is unique. Okay, suppose I'm taking the details of the students in year 10 or year 11. So what I have to take? Student's name, date of birth, address, and their registration number and date of birth. Okay, for uh, for all of this, two students will have same name. Okay, so name is not a primary key. And address, there will be two students from one house, so the address will be same. So it address is not a primary key. And date of birth, most of you born on same year. Okay, so date of birth is not a primary key, but the register number, each student will have different register number. So register number is a primary key. So this is meant by primary key. Okay, primary key is used to ensure the data in specific column is unique. In more general, primary key is a unique key. Okay, then second one is foreign key. A foreign key is a column or group of columns in a relational database table that provide a link between data in two tables. Okay. So here we have two tables: student ID and department ID. Student and department. We have two tables: student and department. Here in the tables, one attributes means student ID, name, course. Here department name, student ID. Okay, attribute, you can see is common, that student ID, but it has different key constraints for both tables. Here we have same attribute, student ID. Here we have student ID in the student table, and it is also we can see in department table. But in student table, student ID is a primary key. Okay. In because it is uniquely identifying all other fields of student table. On the other hand, student ID is a foreign key attribute. Student ID is a foreign key attribute for the department table because it is acting as a primary key attribute for the student table. Okay. It means that the both student and department table are linked with one another because of the student ID attribute. Okay, I'm saying one more time. In this table, we have two tables, student and department. Here, student ID. In student table, student ID is the primary key. In department table, we can also find this student ID. So this column is referring this table's primary key. So here student ID is primary key, but in this table student ID is foreign key. This is the pictorial representation of this thing, student ID. Here this is primary key, but in this table this is foreign key. Because of this relation, we can link it these two tables with each other. Okay. And then we can check how to create a flat file database. How to create a flat file database. First, we have to open Access, Microsoft Access. Here we can select blank database, and here you can write the name, like my first database or anything. Okay, and here you can browse the folders where you can select the folders where you have to save this work. Okay. Okay, and then create. Like this way, you can create a flat file database. And here, uh, this is our table. And here we have view section. If here, we have two types of view, datasheet view and design view. If we are selecting datasheet view, sorry, first we have to design the table. So when we are clicking like this, it will come. And now I am entering student, table student. Okay. See, table changed to student. Okay. Now we have so many types of data types. We have already discussed all these things in system life cycle, chapter 17. Sorry, not chapter 17. Chapter 7. I think chapter 7, system life cycle. Yes, we have discussed all these things in chapter 7, system life cycle. And this auto number, it is in most of the packages, auto number, it will not support. So in some packages it will support. Okay, so here I'm making first name, if name, text, then last name, then address, no, but subject. Okay. Okay, see here, ID, student ID. This is when we are clicking this, we can understand that this is primary key. Okay, now I'm deleting this. Suppose for example, I'm deleting this, where, okay, sorry. Okay, now I have to make another field as primary key. Okay, now I am, what I will, okay, student ID. That was ID. Now I am making it as, okay, registration number. Register number it will be. Okay. Now, register number, when we are clicking this, we can select the data type. Okay. Register number, we can, okay, number. Okay. Then now I am making this as primary key. How we can make this? Just click here, then click primary key. Okay. So now this is design view. Now we can select the data sheet view. See, here we can type the details. Like this, like this. You can enter the data. Okay, so this is data sheet view and this is design view. Okay, this is design view. Okay, then